Nigno irkut fan sonwi song o fear nawas wasa ir sonwat.
I'm sorry. Your brothers inside made me clean up their chicken bones. I came as soon as I finished, but in my haste I tripped and fell down the stairs.
Wasa ir atanopa uno fakir ukno aku. Wonowir apa wafa er. Okir wo iferk. Wasa ir atanopa uno fakir ukno aku.
I'm sorry. Don't beat me. I'll get the wine and some food, yes?
Побежал куда-то.
Trip me? Make me crawl like a dog? Yeah, this'll teach him a lesson they won't forget. Come on. Stupid rope, come on. Make them sorry they ever... Huh? Wait, don't hurt me. I was just, Hey, you're no pirate. I remember the face of everyone I used to sail with, and I've never seen...
Нет, какой главный герой? Это местные гопники. Главный герой вот.
My name's Chung. Once I was a pirate on the river, but things were different then. We took pride in our work. We were professionals, not like these lazy drunks.
Расист.
The younger pirates used to look up to me. Now they treat me like dirt. They treat me worse than that slave cleaning the pier. But I'm gonna get...
Но главный-то отличается все-таки.
Those drunks on the pier were supposed to unload the ship, but they're too lazy to finish the job. They left a cannon suspended above the dock, supported by this single rope. One quick pull and that cannon comes crashing down, taking out the dock and anyone on it. But my old bones can't pull hard enough to loosen the knots in the rope.
Но у него на голове он какая-то шляпа. Точки.
I got nothing against the kid, but dropping the cannon is the easiest way to wipe out everyone on the pier. Tough break for the kid, but much easier for you. You want to take the guards on face to face? I won't stop you. Still think you should use the rope, though. Tough break for the kid cleaning the pier. But whatever you're gonna do it quick. Won't be long until those pirates on the dock start wondering what's taking me so long with their wine.
Мобила на голове у него.
Leaping tiger.
Чё за нахер тут произошел? С небес. Женщина, это ты что ли тут? Ты не мешайся тут со своей метлой, блин. А вот точно пушку на него уронить мешается тут.
They're dead. I don't have to sweep the dock no more. You saved me. Oh, but there's more pirates inside. Lots more. They'll catch you, and you'll be a slave like the rest of us. Or they'll kill you. This whole island is crawling with pirates. They'll kill you. But they won't catch me again. I know where to hide.
Теперь можно и пушку уронить. Почему бы и нет, как говорится.
Those pirates didn't seem to give you much trouble at all. Back in my day, a pirate knew how to fight, but these young ones are soft and weak. Gao ruined everything. I tried to tell them, but nobody listened. You'd think the Lotus Assassins would have been a warning. Even a pirate knows better than to get mixed up with them. They showed up shortly after Gao took over, working with him and his guild. Inquisitor Lim seems to be in charge of the Lotus Assassins here. Gao and Lim don't get along. They both like to be in charge. Be careful if you run into Lim. There's something very wrong about him. Back in my day, a pirate ship stayed on the water where it belonged. Now they've got some kind of factory up on the top floor where they build those blasted airships. There's something suspicious about those airships. Sure, the pirates use them, but I think that's just a cover so the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please. Watch yourself in this place. 1 minute you're on top, and the next you're on the bottom, bowing and scraping.
Да, не повезло тебе, мужик. Что-то их как-то много тут. Тут говноеды, а? Да ты чё, угомонись, женщина? Охренела, что ли? А куда ты скачешь-то хоть? Вот корявый бой, а? Кто боевую систему делал в этой игре? Что за криворукий, блин? Вот чё я стоял и чё я своей этой глыбой, что меня только подпинали, пока он там кочевережился. Ноги во льду, это валенки изо льда. Ты чё, зараза, уворачиваешься-то? Так, женщина, ты будешь останавливать меня нормально? Мою ци. Проще рукопашка, короче. Скользкий камень. История полетов, том 1. Первым человеком, попытавшимся совершить полет, был Цао Шон, молодой ученый родом с процветающего Востока. Его идеи были интересны, но вряд ли их можно было назвать здравыми. Цао Шон встретил свою смерть на бамбуковом стуле, к которому привязал несколько коробок с порошком дракона, а затем поджег. Сначала ходили слухи, что он выжил в злополучном инциденте, Но лишь немногие по-настоящему верили в то, что можно выжить после такого ужасного взрыва. Тем не менее, его смерть не была напрасной. Некоторые его записи были изучены учеными и впоследствии нашли применение при подготовке первых удачных полетов человека. Нормально. Я сомневаюсь в его компетенции как ученого. Что он себе взрывчатку привязал к стулу обычному. Но, наверное, взлетел в каком-то смысле. Так, а цита там можно где-то еще? Сбегаю обратно. Может, это у него был запасной план, Элкер. На случай, если со стулом не получится. Он не успел к нему перейти. Хватило и основного. Персонаж какой-то гламурненький.
He freed the slaves. You'll pay for that, maggot.
Will I? If you scum have any sense at all, you'll stand aside. Let me go drive a blade through your master's throat, and I'll forget I saw you.
Oh, certainly. We'll sit back and let you stroll upstairs to kill our leader. Would it help if we drew you a map to his room?
Ukir akuno su uku ni sisa ir kanto.
I wasn't serious, you idiot. We're going to kill this intruder and go back to our drinking. He's just one man. He can't beat all of us.
Look around. The odds are not so much in your favor. There's still a chance for you to run.
What are you talking about, fool?
You haven't noticed my partner over there watching us? He spent his entire lifetime learning how to kill dogs like you. This is your last chance.
So, the thief brought a friend. That just means you won't die alone. Attack!
Ух ты, как весело. Хорошо, как нахерачивают. Великолепный бой. Из-за этого тупорылого ограничения, когда не можешь буквально никуда отойти, на пятачке сражаешься метровом, чью херу вернешься. Да пошел ты своим мечом нахер. Так вот.
How'd I know you'd be deadly in a fight? You'll have to accept my apologies for dragging you into that, but I can't afford to be stopped. Not now. My name is Sky. It's good to see there's someone else in this place who can't stand these slaving dogs. We make quite the pair. Indeed. I find I'm just not saved enough these days. Shame, that. It was obvious you weren't with the pirates. Why not deal with them quickly? There's bigger game above us. Speaking of which, there's a very secure and equally intimidating gate blocking the way. If we work together, though, it'll be simple to crack. It's funny what things you can learn if you just ask at the right time, like when you have a knife to someone's throat. Things like how to reach the upper levels of this place. You're here for your reasons, and I'm here for mine. Somehow I doubt they conflict. Besides, we'll need each other's help to get through that door. The door at the top of this stair is locked through a fairly ingenious mechanism. Gao's engineer, Kang the Mad, designed it for security. Oh, I don't know. They're good with knots. Kang the Mad is a crafty fellow. The door requires 2 to unlock it. Up high there is a platform with the release lever. The door must be operated while the lever is held forward. There used to be a sentry up there who handled that kind of thing, but he had an accident. I can climb up and pull the lever easily enough. You can open the door when it's unlocked. My best guess would be guards willing to die for their master. You shouldn't have too much trouble helping them reach that goal. Once the door is open, we can go our separate ways. I have my goals, and I'm sure you have yours. Since we both have much to do, why don't I go unlock the door now? As much as I would value your company, I'm afraid I must decline. I've come here to do something for myself, and I must do it alone. I should go now, but I have to ask in case we never meet again. Where did you study? He must have been a genius. You fight like no one I've seen before. No one I've ever met fights like you do. It's subtle, but your movements bait your foes into seeing an opening that isn't there. It's like a clever trap.
О, да, корявый бой. Изящный.
I'm sorry, I'm wasting time neither of us can spare. I'll get ready and pull the lever when you're near the door. Good luck with whatever brought you to this place.
Города Омска. Да, помню, ты еще с дочкой шла. Попали в историю. Чему именно математическим-то? О, ну ё. Так, где тут кости? А, о. Вашу фуяву нихуя не нашел. В какой школе он математической не учился?
Be careful in here. This could be a trap.
Да ты что, правда, ловушка? Ух ты как, правда? А я-то не догадался. Суют сзади уже. Дезориентация, шок, все дела. Так у меня ни хера нет. Изящные бои. Окер, ты спрашиваешь странные вещи. Она в режиме поддержки. Когда в режиме поддержки, она восстанавливает мне вот эту синюю повозку. Не участвует в бою. Не первый стрим. О, хорошо, как шарахнуло. Вот видишь, режим подпорка. Так я всегда с ней бегаю. Мне же нужно, чтобы она восстанавливала. Она всегда где-то в стороне сидит. Мельтешит она, когда арена очень маленькая. Когда еще ограничения врубаются арены, тогда некуда деваться, когда рядом враги начинают
Mistress, I
отбегать.
am almost ready to return to the Imperial City. Another day, and I will bring you the amulet fragment.
I lose confidence in you with each passing hour, Lim. You should have been back by now. Why haven't you ordered Gao to grant you one of his flyers?
Mistress, Gao's ships are only small flyers. They're good for short-range flights and raiding villages, but not for long journeys. That's why I haven't returned yet.
Don't try to pin your failings on me, Lim. I've delivered everything I promised. It's only a matter of time until I finish the special dragonfly to transport the artifact to the Imperial City.
Until you finish? I designed that dragonfly. I built it, not Gao. That dragonfly is Kang's masterpiece.
Silence the mad fool.
I've heard rumors of a spy disrupting our operations in the South. Maybe this is all too much for you to handle. Perhaps I should come out there personally.
That will not be necessary, Mistress. I will deal with the troublemaker here and return to the Imperial City in one day. You heard Mistress Jia. I can't waste any more time here. Get that flyer finished now.
Jia is not my mistress, Lim, and I don't take orders from you either. Remember, if not for my son, you would never have discovered where the glorious strategist was hiding.
I am well aware of your son's role in all this, Gao. In fact, I suspect I know more about him than you do.
What are you talking about? Have you heard something about young Gao? Tell me!
Of course, Gao. I was just waiting for the perfect time to tell you. I received a report from the destruction of 2 rivers. Your son, Gao the Lesser, is dead.
No! This can't be! You lie!
I speak the truth. It seems your son was no match for one of the other students. From the condition of his body, it sounds like he died quite painfully.
No! Young Gao was everything to me. Damn you and your black heart, Lim. Damn you! I want to be alone. I must grieve for my son. No one is to disturb me. No one.
Пошел
If I can get to the
реветь.
Imperial City fast enough, I can give the amulet fragment to Death's Hand himself. Then Grand Inquisitor Jia may be in for a surprise. We shall see. You may have your
Гламурный
workshop back, Mad One. I
инквизитор.
suspect Gao will be preoccupied for some time, so I'm in charge now. I suggest you finish your dragonfly today.
Interruptions? Who designed that dragonfly? Did he build something to make his sandals explode?
Китайском аналоге Рамштайна. Ага. Жестко. Почему это именно женщина это загорелась? Да идите вы в жопу со своими пиханиями тут. Я вылезти не могу. Еще и модельки мешаются. Арена-то. Не бои, мучения какое-то. Кривое. Сделали бы просто на кнопки нажимаешь и выбираешь атаки, как в Которе, да и все. Так нет. Великолепную боевую систему надо сделать, в кавычках.
I am Kang, the Mad. I make things explode, and I make things fly, and I'm very good at both. The things I fly tend to survive. The things I explode, not so much. Do I build flyers? Do I build flyers? Yes. Have you heard differently? Fantastical things, but misused by Gao and his cohorts. I have saved the best for myself. My greatest invention is in the launch room upstairs. Light and fast, she has weapons and capacity no other flyer does. The marvelous dragonfly.
Да не, причем если это просто говорю, что как в Которе, рыцари Старой Республики, там бой, можно паузу поставить, выбрал действие, цепочку действий себе, персонаж все делает. Только занимаешься нечто типа менеджментом тех ударов, что будут наноситься, либо еще что-то. Это вот как раз здесь только быстро нажимаешь, смотри, чтобы тебя не зажали. Долбишь одну кнопку. Приклеенным персонажем. Я говорю, просто, может, со стороны так и выглядит. Персонаж просто приклеен. Просто я могу кувырнуться максимум 2 раза в сторону, и все, он уперся в невидимую стену, хотя никакой стены нет. На пятачке, конечно, я говорю, 2-метровом, суют со всех сторон. О, классно, вот это бой. Поэтому я говорю, проще сделать либо пошаговый, либо где ты выбираешь действия, персонаж их делает. И там же не одна кнопка.
Under protest, Gao does not appreciate what I make. He misuses, and worse, he duplicates and diminishes their glory. Well, no more. The dragonfly will not function. Gao wants to give my machine to the Lotus Assassins, but I stopped him. I hid the extraneous dust inductor. Well, no one will find it. Try to fly without that. But they can make a new inductor. It is extraneous after all. So, a few days ago, I blew up the inscrutable power source. Now the dragonfly can only make short hops. Yes, of course. What do you think I've been saying? You need to listen more carefully. If you stage a combat-related accident for Gao, like falling down a flight of punches, I'll replace the inductor on the dragonfly, and we can fly away. What do you say? You are sure to profit from this partnership. In fact, I've never accidentally exploded anyone traveling with me, so that alone is a benefit of my presence. Anyway, you go ahead, and once all the kicking is done, I'll come along and we'll see what's what. For now, let me think. We'll need explosives that explode. Yes, goodbye.
Взрывчатка, которая взрывается. Это существо можно сделать своим спутником. Вот он. Вот здесь будет. Че ты хочешь? Эту даму заменить на него? Я не знаю, что у него там в качестве поддержки. Этот хоть мне ци дает, я с помощью этого подлечиваюсь, бью магией и бью этими ударами усиленными, которые ци жрут. Одного за раз, да, тут еще и купировано. В Которе можно было 2 спутников брать. И там был нормальный бой, еще раз это скажу. Что здесь придумал какой-то имбецил местный бой. Там была и нормальная боевка, и было нормально, может, спутников несколько с собой брать. Если ты скажешь одного, зачем вся их куча такая нужна, если ты берешь все равно одного? Ну, я не знаю. Моя основная придирка — это к кривому бою. Он не доставляет удовольствия вот это мельтешение. Хотя персонаж не был бы приклеен к противнику, и арена бы не ограничивалась, сделали бы хотя бы экшен. Чисто тут какой-то обрезанный. Да что ты еще сделаешь? Давай, конечно. Сует и сует. Кнопочку долбим и долбим кнопочку. Супер бой. Закликай левой кнопкой мыши. Конечно, это же обычная сложность. Можно сложность поднять и охренеть. От такого же закликивания только хуже. Чё не поменяется? В плане того, что арены не станут шире без невидимых стен. Бой не перестанет быть корявым балетом. Так, куда я иду? Там опять ребята. Мне сюда интересно или нет? Здесь что? А там еще выше есть. А, это девка-то это. Фуяо или как и там.
I'm sure you will, child. But deep inside you think you're not a slave. Only true pain will wash away these thoughts.
Познай боль.
You can have your slaves when they're broken, not a moment before.
Чем ломать полностью.
You wandered into the wrong room, slave.
Спел форс, я так понимаю, сделать сложность 3 из 4. 3 из 4. РПГ части все терпимо, интересно, вот стратегии в такую, особенно учитывая стратегии. Ничего не изменилось, он всегда там был такой. Дополнение, даже на 3-й солнцево не мучит. Но стратегическая часть говно, и она нам не нужна особо. Тактикой отрядов было бы лучше. Я не знаю, наподобие. Ну тот же, вот в плане стратегии хороший этот Warhammer Dawn of War. Первая часть с дополнениями, которые, ну, целая куча там вот этих было, Winter Assault и прочее. Это как образцовый этот можно сказать, один из образцовых представителей реал-тайм стратегии. И там вот строительство было интересное к месту, ну и комп адекватный. Ну и в принципе все продумано. Во второй части они переделали, там было просто отрядами, даже без строительства. Здесь спелфорсу вполне бы такое подошло, учитывая больше погружения именно в развитие персонажей и РПГ части, плюс вот отряды. Вот поэтому на основании этого была бы стратегическая часть. А вот это клепание, вот это всякое безвольных тупых болванчиков с кривой этой стратегической частью. Ну, это фигня полная. Так бы меньше затрат было на разработку ту же самую. И юнитов не нужно столько думать, все ли будет нормально, если там наклепают по 50 юнитов или больше. Поэтому, когда я в первую часть играл, я же, когда просек фишку, что если ты храма не захватываешь, то враги не респаунятся почти во всех миссиях. Я и не захватывал ни разу, потому что нафиг не надо. Вот. Я даже не посмотрел темные расы, потому что, ну, разница не изменится. Ну, посмотрим здание, ну, там юнитов поделать. Ну. Кривизна стратегической части от этого не изменится, и все будет одинаково. Просто болванчики одни на других замены модельки. Все. Поэтому я даже не строил ни орков, ничего не делал, ни темных этих, по-моему. Селин бегал 4 героями, комп выносил стратегии. Нормально, чё?
Utataia okayoea fonia sisa ia trusta, pafawe ia touia.
Чего мне вообще с ним разговаривать? Да ему в шапку, в свертухе, да и все, и пошел бы этот гулять. Сурово сужу, да мне как-то наплевать на это разнообразие, если толку от этого никакого. С этого кривая стратегия не перестанет быть кривой стратегией.
Sisa ia akawaiu kupfaiwo, tuko утро.
Кто это такой? Лунь этот? Зачем его вообще отпустили? Я бы за мамкой этой не шел бы на месте ее. Она в прошлый раз ее отвела, что они вот сюда попали. Вот эта вот дочка, не знаю, мне почему-то показалось на какую-то эльфийку похоже. То есть модельку делали под фэнтези и эльфа. И так потом наспех перерисовали. Как-то ее лицо больно отличается. Шингу. У остальной ладонь дали опять. Мне, по-моему, второе тоже. Или это первое? Не важно. Я, короче, буду стремительного тигра выкачивать на максимум. Че тут какой-то кровавый стул. Ледяной, так, ну, хрень какая-то этот лед. Вначале было весело покидаться, сейчас вообще непонятная шляпа какая-то. Урон еще какой-то странный, не всем. Вообще, в большинстве случаев, особенно по демонам, вообще магия не проходит. Там урон-то и так почти на максимум. По-моему. Где оно? А, нет, ну, 2 не хватает. Короче, еще на 50%. Потом. В следующем уровне. Хотя, может, тут скорость покачаю.
Did you see Gao when he went by? There was fire in his eyes.
There's always fire in his eyes. Dark magic burns inside him.
Yeah, but this time it was worse. Better stay out of his way for the next little while. Something really set him off.
Да не настолько не
You
растут.
there? Who are you? You can't be up here.
Leaping tiger.
Тут что вот происходит? Я не пойму, я даже вылезти отсюда не могу из этого угла. Это дебилизм. Просто раздражает этот бой. Там мое кунг-фу сильнее ихнего. Ага. О, пошли демоны. На демонов не действует моя магия, к примеру. Черт, про полеты опять. Слабый камень монах, круто.
Look at that flyer. It's beautiful. The marvelous dragonfly is the perfect name.
Угу. Конфигурация коня. Чего? Бестиарий, том 4. Опасность демонов. Простому человеку вряд ли встретится эти ужасные создания. Демоны – одни из самых злобных и опасных существ во всей Нефритовой империи. Не все демоны злые, но все они обладают немалой силой, и им не стоит доверять. В битве со злым демоном помните, что они невосприимчивы к магии, особенно крупные демоны. Урон демону можно нанести, используя боевые или оружейные стили. Мало кто видел битву призрака с демоном, но свидетели таких сражений утверждают, что странная магия, которую используют призраки, может повредить этим злобным существам. Что если бы я имел коня? Не знаю. Сейчас посмотрим. Скользкий. Так, это все херня какая-то. А где про коня-то я не понял. Мне дали коня и там, где про него. Так, это квесты. Это не то.
Excellent. I have many
Так,
items
кстати,
just
там
waiting for you.
можно же впарить ему. Что-то я не понял, где про коня-то, куда оно делось. Стилей тут не прибавилось. Так, тут вообще какой-то дракон бури. Только с помощью Ци урона. Не знаю насчет коня. Куда оно все ушло? Нет, такого нет. Так а чё, планер? Ты тогда ушел спать, пропустил мимо эту, фу ты, мини-игру. Таура — это защитное поле. Да я не знаю, что за конь был. Какого-то коня дали, куда-то оно улетело. Ни в одном меню его нет. Куда конь подевался? Я откуда знаю, куда конь подевался? Сует мимо куда-то. Нормально. Чё, блин, за Dark Souls я уж увернулся нахрен. Он все равно по мне попал. Сейчас поищем коня, Элкер. Беспокоишься так за коня. История полетов, том 2. Вот, продолжение этого на стуле. Первый удачный полет совершил человек по имени Безумец Фон. Он учился, хотел стать ученым, но был исключен из школы за то, что уничтожил одно из зданий. Судя по записям историков, трудно судить, был ли Фон гением или безумцем. Как бы то ни было, его методы были уникальны и в конце концов увенчались успехом. Несмотря на то, что несколько первых попыток были неудачными, он отказывался сдаваться, невзирая на расходы и опасность, угрожающую его жизни. Фон продолжал попытки, пока не сконструировал первый прототип планера. Планер был способен лишь на небольшой перелет на открытой местности, но это уже было что-то. Год спустя ему удалось пролететь почти милю, после чего планер потерпел крушение, в котором Фон погиб. Еще один вместе. Точнее, еще один, как тот на стуле, тоже не пережил свои эксперименты. Так. Ну вот где может оно быть? Явно ничего нет. О, сюжетные предметы конфигурации коня. Вы нашли странную выдержку из дневника. Страницы были вырваны, сложены вместе, как будто в них содержался важный секрет. В бреду мой муж говорил о безумцах с металлическими глазами и о странном острове в небесах. Его слова испугали меня, но не настолько, как тогда, когда он сжал мою руку и неожиданно четко сказал: «Это тигр». Его глаза при этом горели пламенем. Тигр питается коровьим камнем, вырванным из внутренности коровы. Все, кроме шестерней, находятся в ожидании, активном ожидании, когда тигр насытится. После того, как муж пришел в себя, он не помнил ничего из своего путешествия, ни из своего бреда, кроме одной вещи. Какой? Какой вещи? Все. Больше ничего нет. Селкер, ты доволен? Узнал про коня. Похоже на выдержку из китайской леды. Похоже на какой-то бред.
Go away, Lim. My son is dead. Leave me to my grief, or I will see that you join him.
Listen to me, Gao. Your son may not be lost forever. The Lotus Assassins have power, even over the dead.
I know all about the necromancy of the Lotus Assassins. Take your false hope and go, or I'll... Wait. You dare disturb me in my grief? I said no interruptions. You will pay for... Wait. You are not one of my servants. I know you. You are one of Master Li's students. You are the one who killed my Gao. Your words mean nothing. You're a murderer, a killer. Gao was everything to me, and now he's gone. Damn you and that school. My Gao was never good enough for Master Li. You were always his prize pupil. And now my son is...
Enough, Gao! This troublemaker has disrupted our plans from the beginning. It had to be them in the ruins, and someone aided the troublesome Lord Yun in the forest.
It is time to end your meddling.
Perhaps if I offer your head, and track down that accursed Zhu, who has been seen in the area, enough old scores will be settled to earn my life. Is that what he calls himself now? Hardly an honest representation of the blood he's spilled. It doesn't matter. No matter your allies, I cannot let you survive. Enough talk! I will delay your death no longer. May your fall sate the anger of Death's Hand, will of the Emperor.
Так, ты что там вытворяешь-то, зараза? Какие-то камешки тут. Привет, не нагиб. Все, один. Пасос Петрович пришел к старшему Гао. Сейчас и этого кучем тут. Да это что, зараза? Какашками кидаешься. Ты надоел своими отравлениями. Два слабака. О, еще два камня можно.
Dead already. Damn it all. I wanted nothing more than to watch this man die.
Но ты посмотрел.
It matters because he deserved to die by my hands.
Что ты там долго бежал-то так?
No, that's
Все
not
же
right.
расчищено.
I should be thanking you. Besides, after I left you, I stumbled across something just as important. Let me explain why I'm here. That should clarify things. You saw with your own eyes that these pirates were collecting slaves, right? True enough. I have a particular hatred for slavers. Gao's slaving operation found its way to my home several years ago. I was away at the time, but my daughter was there. Those black-hearted bastards took my daughter, Pin Mei. They killed her for resisting them. She was my only child. I lost her mother when Pin Mei was born, but my daughter was something precious in return. The slavers offered no such consolation. It has been 3 years since I lost my daughter, and I have spent that time tracking down the men who took her. My search led me here, to the lair of Gao the Greater. His men took my daughter, and I meant to even the score. On my way up here, I stumbled across records that show that this goes beyond Gao. The Lotus Assassins are his primary buyer. Is that so? There can be no doubt, then. This goes beyond Gao the Greater. I have my vengeance, but how many others have suffered as I have because of the Lotus Assassins? Do you mean to go further with this? I would join you. Only a fool would oppose the Lotus Assassins, but 2 fools working together stand a better chance than one. It'll be an honor to join you. Oh, and I stumbled across a little something on my way up here. It's probably something you need.
Hey, that's the dust inductor I was hiding. The dragonfly can't fly without it. It was under the floorboards in my workshop last I looked. Well, next time I hide something, I'm packing explosives around it. Yes, explosives shaped like silver bananas. Stops thieves, monkeys, and monkey thieves in one fell swoop. Yeah.
In my mind, you stand the best chance of facing down Gao's masters. We also have a far greater chance of succeeding together rather than apart.
I don't know if I trust this man, but we can't afford to turn away potential allies, not with what lies ahead.
Your companion's ability to judge character is matched only by her beauty. I may not be the most constant of men, but I am true. I assure you, I will be as devoted and capable as any of your other companions.
Ha! If I could harness all that hot air, I could make a furnace to power the whole of the Imperial City. Well, if you're done with all the talking, I have to go make the dragonfly ready for some flying.
Везде лотос пихать. Ну, стереотип такой. Был Гао-младший, был Гао-старший. Не осталось никого. Хорошо бы среднего не было. История полетов 3. Через несколько лет после первого удачного полета безумца Фона ученый с юга обнаружил необычное устройство, известное как непостижимый источник энергии. Несколько лет спустя ученый Шу Вэнь разработал конструкцию планера, который использовал это устройство. Первые испытания зачастую завершались трагически. Однажды даже часть горного склона и деревушка, находившаяся у подножия горы, были полностью уничтожены. Некоторые ученые пытались высказаться против использования этого странного источника энергии, но Шу Вэнь продолжил эксперименты, пока наконец не добился успеха. К несчастью, прототип получился слишком удачным. Он очень быстро развил огромную скорость и унес своего создателя куда-то на север. Больше его не видели. О, набор книг собрал, крепость дерева получил. Чётенько. Так, где оно? Здоровье +2. Нормально. Уж получше, чем стул с порошком дракона.
We have to hurry if we want to rescue Master Li. We should head back to our camp at Tian's Landing and use the dragonfly, so we can continue on to the Imperial City.
Какая ты умная, он без тебя не догадался, а? Вернись туда-сюда. Так, тут закрыто. Жалко. Все, погнали.
Hey! Ha-ha! Much kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly. The heavens welcome my machine.
Сейчас, наверное, мини-игра будет, увидишь наконец-то. Я говорил, который бы ты пропустил, тогда ушел спать.
What wonders cling to you, my friend? There were only 2 in this whole region, and I destroyed one so Inquisitor Lim would not make off with my marvelous dragonfly. The other was with the Lotus Assassins, but the fools only used it for demolition. Now, here you stand with it. I will put it in the dragonfly, and it will be ready to go. Not the ideal placement. If it shook more, the heavens might think we were afraid and take pity. This is more stable, but not as fun. Okay, she's ready to go. Hop on. I know a nice safe landing place just outside Tian's Landing. Very unlikely we'll crash.
Как же он ждет меня, чтобы отвезти назад?
Don't worry about that. When the marvelous dragonfly takes off, the earth shakes and the sky trembles. You can't miss it. Your friend will see us take off, and he'll head back to town on his own.
Куда он узнает, что это они? Взлетают.
The marvelous dragonfly is about to take flight.
Атака! Но, как минимум, не совсем убого, так что нормально пойдет.
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
Целая толпа у костра этого. Пару палок
the
лежит.
marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Now we have everything we need to follow Master Li's captors to the Imperial City. I am eager to do so after all the resistance we've encountered. I'm not sure I can make my concerns fully understood. Our time in the ruins, the creatures we encountered, so much unrest. This was different from what I have seen before. There is pain here, but hatred too. The spirits around Two Rivers seemed aimless, lost. These are focused. I feel they would linger here, even without the support of whatever has increased the ghosts elsewhere. I suppose that is true. Left behind by their neighbors, literally to die. Could you recover from such abandonment? I'm not sure that I have. I mean, if I had suffered something like that, I'm sure it would have stayed with me. I should not feel bad about it. I was not left to die. I was sent to study at the school, probably so Master Li could deal with my sensitivities. It doesn't compare, really. These spirits, they truly suffered and have a right to turn on those who left them behind. Me? I feel like my abandonment was partially my fault, but I was 3 and I couldn't help being different. I would have tried to fit in if I had been given a chance. I know I shouldn't. I can see the result of such pain in the poor creatures in the ruins. I do not want to suffer such anger, such... It may not seem like it, but I draw great strength from you and the things you say. I am grateful for that. As always, I have much to think about after speaking with you. Perhaps we can continue this another time. Be well, my friend.
Так, к остальным тоже можно подходить или нет? Что уровни полетели, как эти. Так, хочу я все-таки добить этот. Сколько там? По 10 надо? Ну ладно, тогда. Сюда. Урон. Так, с кем еще поговорить с этим?
What? What do you want? Why does it matter? I was born by my mother and sucked at her teat like every man. Well, like every man does with his mother. Anyway, By the time I was old enough to swing an axe, my father was dead and my mother disowned me. Of course, killing my father might have given her reason. I think she did it out of shame. My father beat me and my brother senseless, and made our lives miserable. Either way, that was the end of my childhood. Ha! I wasn't brave, I was furious. And he was drunk. It was an easy fight. I traveled a lot after that, begging for some things and taking the rest. Tough times, but not the worst. My axes and my wits kept me alive. You'd think a 7-year-old might be an easy target, but I soon learned just where to cut a man to make him squeal like a pig. Ah, those were the days. No, we've got better things to do right now.
Something's on your mind? Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen. I feel fine, but determined. Our work isn't done, but we've taken a small step by removing that stain upon the Empire's honor. Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. There are ways to track men who don't want to be found. It's all a matter of time and dedication. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish. You're right, but we have to pick our time, and now isn't it. We can talk about this later. Oh.
That's it. You have everything you need. Just let me know when you want to go, and we'll set the marvelous dragonfly to flight. Yes, yes.
The way is clear to the Imperial City. You need only to speak to our mad friend Kang, and he will prepare the flyer. That is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus Assassins was not gentle for either side. My immediate companions, those who were my brothers, fell by my hand.
Lim was not among them. He would have died if he was. I was labeled as the one who deserted, and I am occasionally recognized. The result is always the same. Another death, more blood spilled. Such a waste for a hatred they cannot even understand.
Regret. I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is a measurable cost of your actions. Some earn it sooner than others. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end, or should be. Some do not respect either. They have enough of one to defy the other. There is a place for the enforcer, the man or woman who brings death to those who have earned or otherwise deserve it. I consider that to be an honest calling. I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins, but they no longer follow a path I recognize. They are a mirror of Death's hand, and he embodies corruption. You will see as you get close to him. He draws out the worst in everyone and displays it for all to see. Ignorance does not make truth go away. It only hides it. Perhaps we will talk again when I see more of where your For now, we should make our way to the Imperial City. That is where they took your master, and where we will find the heart of the Lotus Assassins. I've said... All right. Good.
Thank you again for rescuing me from those things. I owe you my deepest gratitude. Is there some way I can... As I mentioned, I am but a simple bun master, with a dear wife who has turned my life into a miserable cesspool devoid of humor and excitement. Bless her soul. My wife ensures that I work very hard every day to become the best bun master in the Imperial City, perhaps the best in all the Empire. Though I was one of the most respected fighters in the Empire before I met my precious bride, she made sure that I became something more, or less. As I mentioned before, my style requires that I drink. She detests drinking, though there are things she detests even more, like talk of us separating. My loving wife would knead me into several small dumplings and boil me in hot oil if she suspected I was even speaking to you about leaving her. Life is not all bad, though. I may have lost all my dignity and self-respect, along with my ability to fight, or even make a tight fist. But I am a bun master of some renown. I would sooner return to the cannibals and offer them what little flesh is left on my bones. But let's not discuss such things, if you don't mind. Perhaps in a little while. Memories of my wife are difficult.
What do you want? About me? What do you want to know? You want to talk to him, don't you? The Guardian? I don't really know what to say. I don't really do much. I just go where the Guardian tells me to go, where we're needed. I trust him. He won't let them hurt me. I don't know. He's always been there, inside me. Together. I follow him wherever he takes me. Now we're needed here, with you. You're the last, he says, so we have to protect you, to make sure balance is restored. You hold the amulet and can use it, unlike... Oh, he says I've already said too much. He doesn't like me talking about him while he's busy. Maybe we can talk again sometime? But for now, not about that. Is there anything else? Oh.
Так, ну стандарт, как обычно. Подобных. Да и вообще, скорее всего. Ну, по крайней мере, в некоторых играх от них я встречал это. Типа компаньон находится в лагере, говоришь, потом только через какое-то сюжетное задание новые фразы появляются, например. Так, а эти-то где там, которые спаслись-то? Надо посмотреть.
Things are so much better now that those sailors...
Why have you...
Yeah, yeah, get...
No, вот они стоят.
Hello, hello. Don't think I...
Konio kioia kawaia wo kawaia Watita usia kwanif nipawir.
I never thought I'd be glad to be back here, but I am.
Yes, yes, Minister Sheng is properly grateful that you were able to free the peasants. You truly are a great hero, and so on and so forth. More importantly, you destroyed the pirates who plagued Minister Sheng's administration of this town. Here is your reward.
Owowo sun so anawa kawaras tata safayet.
Так, куда пошли? Ну, стоять. Я хотел вот тому толстяку сосватать ее. Новую, походу. Так, я могу там обучиться у той тетки? Я уж вроде достаточно просветлен.
Always. You have some understanding. Return to...
Понятно. Надо больше света.
Hello? I just...
Хорошая, правильно. Чё, блин, в другом городе, что ли? Ладно, плевать. Ладно, полетели. Вроде как тут делать нечего особо.
In the past, I've shared the company of others that moved outside traditional paths. But this band of folks is by far the most exotic.
You looked at me as you said that. What are you trying to say, Sky?
Actually, you took it the wrong way around. You seem a bit more conventional than, say, Wildflower or Zoo.
The Guardian says that everyone hides a part of themselves, that they don't always look like what they really are. I can't help it.
I didn't mean to upset anyone. I thought our shared strangeness was fairly obvious. I apologize.
That's it. Good, good. My beautiful dragonfly will finally get a real test. Let's hope those modifications hold up.
Чё-то как-то быстро здесь.
Have you seen anyone matching the description? The Lotus assassins are getting impatient.
They were very vague and wouldn't answer my questions. Are they even sure of who they are looking for?
Does it matter? Death's Hand himself seeks this one. Do you need any more incentive than that? Just question everyone. This person apparently caused a lot of damage in the south. Here, what about this one? At least it's a man, like they said. You, identify yourself.
By order of the Emperor and the Lotus Assassins, state your name and purpose for being in the Imperial City.
We are questioning everyone who has arrived in the city recently. You bear a resemblance to someone we are looking for.
I don't know. Shaved head, stern features, monk attire. It's not enough to be sure.
We could hold him anyway. It's not a good match, but the Lotus assassins would leave us be for a few days while they question him.
Is there a problem here, Captain? Well, is there?
No, Princess Leanne. We were questioning this traveler by order of the Lotus assassins.
There is no need to pursue this questioning any further. You may go.
My apologies, Princess, but I was ordered to detain anyone even vaguely matching.
Captain, this man is here on a personal matter of mine that does not concern you. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Princess Leanne.
Then unless you wish to be transferred to the wall, you will leave and continue your search. Well, we meet again. I've watched your progress. It seems I underestimated you in Tian's Landing. I have no doubt that you will make as much of an impact on the Imperial City. No guise, I assure you. You have the honor of addressing Princess Leanne, the Heavenly Lily. It is, as you can see, customary to bow in my presence. Your explanation lies in the simple bow you have given. Everyone around me kowtows low, obeying my whims. Honest opinion is rare. That is why I often travel without official escort, and occasionally present myself as someone less bridled by the rules of the court. You understand why I don't go into detail here in the street, don't you? With what I have to tell you, I don't want to lose that option of disguise. That would be best. I trust the servants I keep, but this is best discussed away from the open street. I will not speak the location aloud. Take this note. We will meet nearby, but I must have a moment to acquire more fitting attire. Very well. We will continue speaking later. I'm sure we both have questions that need answering. Don't be too long. My message concerns your master, and time is very important.
It would not have been proper for her to award it to you herself, but Princess Sun Lian requests that you accept this gift. She looks forward to your next meeting.
Имперская благосклонная записка от принцессы Лянь. Глава 3, в которой герой попадает в имперский город, шелковое лицо открывает свое истинное лицо и удается проникнуть в ряды убийц лотосов. Вы направляетесь на дивной стрекозе из стоянки Тяна в имперский город. Поражение Гао-старшего и убийцы Лима будет иметь серьезные последствия, и враг не оставит ваши действия без ответа. Пока вы продвигаетесь... Блин, кому пока тут? Ну, продвигаемся, короче, все понятно. Посмотрим, что там за... Дух 3, обаяние 1, интуиция 1. Шанс выпадения из врагов, бонусов. Так, а что-то можно заменить-то? А у меня тут 2 бронзовых языка этих. Так, теперь-то можно будет с ними поговорить. Интересно, сейчас посмотрим.
What a wondrous flyer you have. You don't see any of that design about the city, since they became more common among the nobles. Allow me to officially welcome you to the Imperial City. I am Bai, the Outcrier, and I am here to direct you around our illustrious capital. It would be an honor to say that I aided someone.
И да, у меня тут ваши достопримечательности, я сам посмотрю все. Так, погнали опрос делать.
I can't believe my luck. I arrive home after being lost, only to find that my wife has gone off to visit relatives. I am very happy indeed. Instead of dying upon my return home, I am free. Until she returns, of course. As you say. Yeah? Like many things in my life, it can be traced back to very bad luck on my part. As I mentioned once before, I was a master of the drunken master style. I was the tournament champion in Phoenix Gate when things spun out of control. My need for wine took its toll on my body. There are long periods I don't even remember. After one such period, I came to, having lost most of my clothes and all my money. I was destitute, and without the ability to buy more wine, I couldn't even fight. Eventually, I found work cleaning out creature cages at the local arena. One day, I was approached by a man who remembered seeing me fight. He offered to sponsor me. Just like that, I was back in the ring. After climbing my way back to the top of the tournament, my sponsor told me it was time to fulfill my end of the bargain. Apparently, the agreement stipulated that I must marry his niece. If only I had read the agreement more closely, I could still be shoveling dirt in the creature cages. Alas, fate had a crueler path in mind for me. Let that be a lesson for you. Always read the fine print, or you may end up with more than you bargained for. You're beginning to sound like my wife. Where were you last night? Why were you talking to that woman? Why do you smell like a goat? Always with the questions. As I mentioned earlier, after becoming tournament champion for the second time, I was forced to marry my sponsor's nubile niece. She is the reason I no longer fight. My disapproving dove did not care for my drinking, or for my friends, or my fighting, or my friends fighting. She believed I should settle down, be more respectable. At first I ignored her rebukes and continued fighting, but I soon learned that she was not a woman to be crossed. Prior to one fight, my duplicitous Daisy drugged my wine. I don't remember much of what happened next, which is fortunate. From what I hear, it wasn't very pretty. I spent the next several months under the tender ministrations of my doting wife. Needless to say, when I was well enough to walk again, I was more than happy to settle down. As to why I became a bun master, well, it's a hard, thankless job that keeps me very, very busy. Very busy. Not now. Memories of my wife are difficult to bear, especially when I am here and she...
Always happy to help. I haven't been to the Imperial City in a while. I traveled here some time ago in my hunt for Gao. In fact, this is where the hunt began. I've come full circle, and I think it's time to let go of the past and look forward. We have exciting things ahead of us. There's no point in living in the past either. In my heart, I know my daughter rests as easily as any spirit now. Whatever happens, I have that. And if we succeed, I know she finds peace. If I could go back, I don't know if I would. I'm a different man now, and while I treasure the past, I look forward to the future with the same warmth. Besides seeing what trouble you get yourself into next, you mean? I'm excited to be back in the city. It feels like we're one step closer to our goal, but you know that better than anyone. You brought us to this point after all. Who else could have gathered this crew or found such a quick way out of Tien's Landing? How do you manage that kind of humility? Some sort of special training? It's good to see you still have a sense of humor. Some people get it dry and boring for humble, and that's simply no fun. Given what we face, we need all the laughter we can get. Regardless, we have an empire to shake up. Let's go see how much trouble we can cause. I was just thinking that we should keep at finding a way to the Imperial Palace. It's not that I don't want to talk, but I know time is of the essence, and I'd hate to hold you up. I'd be more comfortable if we made some more progress towards the palace before I use up any more of your time with... Of course.
What? What do you want? I remember one time I was hired by 2 warring clans. They were going to discuss a peace treaty, and they wanted me to make sure things didn't get out of hand. A bunch of fights broke out in the first few days, but after I'd killed a few dozen of their clansmen, they settled down. That's when things got boring. The leaders took the next 3 days to talk, and if they hadn't let me dip into their wine stocks, I might have snapped sooner than I did. Not really. I just hope things progress a little faster, that's all. The clan leaders were agreed on peace except for one thing, Jinlo, a beautiful clanswoman. Both leaders wanted her and neither would give her up. After 5 days it looked like the peace would fall apart. It looked like the 2 leaders were about to come to blows over Jinlo, so I stepped in. It was my job to stop them from fighting, so I cleaved the wench in 2 and told them each to take a half. Seemed like a good idea at the time. It was easy. She was small, and my blades are extremely sharp. But it didn't really help, though. They weren't too happy with my decision. Everyone turned on me. Of course, they all died, but they gave it a good effort. I don't know what they were so upset about. Better a quick death by the sword than the prolonged agony of your heart being ripped from your chest and thrown to the dogs. Not now. I'm done talking about myself. What?
Well, well, is the Imperial City all you expected? It is quite a spectacle compared to the bulk of the Empire. The marvelous dragonfly performed perfectly, of course. I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves. It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came? Well, let's see then. It must lead to where I was last, which would be the ideal place to go first. Keep an eye out. I don't know why my tracks were covered, but I do tend to incur the occasional death threat. Craters are remarkably
Пилотирует стрекозу.
This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something.
В бою ничего его, по-моему, нельзя взять. Нельзя взять.
I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out. Oh, so close. But we have to get out of here. We need to try again.
Галага на Денде. У подобных игр даже этот название жанра есть, я забыл, как он называется.
This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something.
Ёперный театр, как вы летаете-то хоть?
There are memories in the route we are flying. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out. Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out.
Что вытворяешь-то? Куда-то меня он повел. Только прибыли вроде в имперский город, хрен знает куда. Это просто так. Я думал, сейчас в какое-то другое место полетим.
One thing for certain, there was no destination. We ended where we began. The route was the important part. Let me show you what it inspired me to make. It's I'm not sure what it is, but it has a lever on it that is begging to be pulled. There's only one way to find out. Well, there's probably one or two, but who has time to dig an artillery trench? Here we go. And nothing. Right? We're not dead, I think. That is decidedly disappointing. I was expecting something. I must still need a part I can't remember. I need some time to think, to get my brain straightened out. This is most intriguing and infuriating. You know, it is true that I should be able to find what I need here. Let me rummage through what I have stockpiled. Just a few tweaks. Tight fit. Not sure how that will affect things. What's it? I don't remember seeing that before. Just get this last... There we go. It's ready. Now we can finally find out just what it does. After I name it, of course. Nothing works right until you name it. How about the confoundable minutia? What? No, impossible. I fixed it. I checked everything. It should work. Unless... No, I did that. Oh. Where'd the city go? Well, that was anticlimactic. A flash of light, but no resounding boom. What good is such a light if Earth doesn't meet sky? What? Oh my. It seems we have transported to a heaven. A strangely familiar one for some reason, but I don't recall ever moving to such a place before.
It is strangely beautiful. We are clearly not in an earthly realm.
Good idea. Something about this place makes me want to explore too. I am compelled to step this way. There are gears here that I remember.
Watch where he goes. We'll need him to get out of here.
Ну, блин, ё-моё, камера. Зараза.
I don't mean to distract you. I just wanted someone familiar around me for a moment, if only to reassure me that we are still in the Empire I thought I knew. I have long dreamed of reaching the Imperial City, but now that I have, under these circumstances, I am more overwhelmed than ever. But that's what is bothering me. We can't be a long way from home because our home is gone. I can no longer say that what I see is strange or foreign, because I have lost what I would have compared it to. I am the one out of place. I would like that, to know you will be there no matter what. I've never had that stability, at least not before joining the school. As a child, I was marked by ill omens, apparently named for them. The people in Two Rivers were polite, but many did not hide the discomfort I caused them. I was watched, studied. If someone's ox died within a season of me bumping my head, it was somehow my fault, and I was treated like a pariah. How do you deal with being able to sense the spirit world when people make such absurd conclusions? I cannot change who I am, I know. Perhaps I just have to let all of that go. It will not be easy. But I do feel that you have given me a strength I did not have before. I very much appreciate your support. We should continue this discussion later. I have much to think about, and our work here has only just begun. The Imperial City. I never dreamed I would reach it.
Разговор немного не соответствует. Как будто до сих пор в имперском городе. Да что ты, зараза, а? Тут отдельно-то, я не помню, можно сохраниться? Пришли, как начали тут все ломать, нарушать.
Look at this. It's a marvel. A wonder of monumental proportions. A phenomenal piece of unbelievable craftsmanship. I haven't the slightest idea. But it must be important, wouldn't you think? I mean, just look at it. These machines, they are manipulators, fabricators. They bully energy into something. They can be activated, deactivated, on and off and on. You see? I can only come to one conclusion. Lord Lau's furnace.
Kang, you are speaking nonsense. Lord Lau is a legend, an artificer of the celestial bureaucracy. His works are too fanciful to be real.
Legendary, mythical, and overrated in some respects, but if anyone else has a better origin for such machines as this, I'm not hearing it. Artificer to the celestial bureaucracy, he creates machines that themselves also create, although I'd make them a little less delicate had I his resources. Still, he is an inspirational figure for inventors, and we are in his playhouse. You select the machines you want to activate, and then the tiger or the dragon button, like this. Don't worry. The individual machines are not activated. I think the switches must be thrown on at least 2 of the components before it will do whatever it does. You also have to select a fuel. It looks like there are a few pieces of cinnabar in the contraption, but it may accept others as well. Well, judging by the pile of ashes I found near the controls, if you do it wrong, it either creates a nice warm fire or burns the person standing here to a crisp. It looks like a powerful thing, so just guessing at the possible configurations will probably get you into trouble and waste the cinnabar in the machine. So, you might want to be careful how you go about it. Things like this usually have directions. No, recipes. No, that's not it. Configurations. That's it. Very true. Perhaps you should give them a try. They didn't mean much before, but now we may have the tools to make something of them.
Че я там нашел-то какую-то еще одну? Это, вот сюжетная конфигурация БК. Так, записка: приходи в павильон у входа в сад ученых. Так, та-та-та. Так, небесный порядок, том 3. Небесная канцелярия состоит из служителей, оставленных великим драконом, чтобы руководить мирозданием. Они утверждают, что им ничего не известно об их создателе и о том, где он теперь. Они говорят, великий дракон переступил пределы небес. Они слепы в своей вере. Или они просто так говорят. С течением тысячелетий многие из них оставили свои обязанности и стали частью мирового хаоса. Вероятно, это также является частью процесса мироздания, но человечество, будучи оплотом порядка, сильно страдает от вмешательств таких хаотических духов и демонов. Так. Попробовать применить. И что тут? Непонятно пока. Что ты наделал-то хоть? Так, ну, допустим.
A most intriguing place. Turn on before you do all that. You should... Very well. In the meantime, I will try to see if I can learn anything...
Так, подожди, куда я отправился-то? Обратно, что ли? Блин. Надо вспомнить тогда, что хоть там тыкать-то.
Yes, I am eager to return there. It is a masterful array of artful mechanics. No, I have not had any new insights. There were a few simple symbols on one of the larger furnace gears. I made a note of what it might translate to. Here, have a look.
Так, что там за расшифровка такая? В сундуке в обители мертвых. Ну, там же я находил как раз. Хотя... Так, а что тогда? Упс.
Excellent! What an amazing machine! Now, if we can find more configurations, just imagine what we could do here. Yes, amazing indeed.
Так, что я там хоть взял-то? А, дух плюс 5. То, что нужно как раз. Так. Водное колесо и выхлопная труба дракона. Так, водное колесо, выхлопная труба и дракон. Так, ну что там? Да отойди ты-то. Че, мне топливо нужно сначала, что ли? Походу, да. Блин, не знаю, попробуем этот. Что за фигня? Почему? Может, я там не нашел то, что нужно. Какие-то яйца нужны. Но яиц-то у меня этих нет. Может, в городе там где-то будут. Так, ладно.
That is not really necessary right now, although I do enjoy the attention.
Так, с этими двумя еще.
There is something here. Some evil thing has happened here. It beats on my mind, and the Guardian, he can't.
You can't stop me from being here. I may not be able to leave, but I can talk and see. I see you, mortal. I've been watching you. Ha! I am Yasen, the other of whom Chaika and this girl speak. They have suppressed me ever since we inhabited this body, but this place is different. The evil around me has given me strength, for now at least, and has opened potential doors. I don't claim to goodness, mortal. I hate your kind. But we can work together. If you help me, I shall help you. And I'll be much more valuable than the Guardian. You're passing up the chance for greatness, mortal. We both know you're tempted. How can you... What? No! Chaika! You won't make me go so easily!
Wo oka wunir inatir nofun. Panir shakshir wo sir nikorpak.
I'm sorry. They were fighting again. I'll be alright. Soon. Just give me time and I'll be alright. They don't come out very much. The Guardian protects me and keeps the other inside. When the other tries to get out, it feels like my head is going to tear itself apart. I don't know. The Guardian, he's always been with me. The other one, too. But they never really tell me why. They say we have to be with you now.
Wasoki parir no kasisa ir sonkot nawa patia yir ni uk. Ukir okir wo kup thithir sunurk. Uk ipipir sa ir tatasi. Ispirta. Uk kawari sa ir tasir uyo. Newa kup kipsitir sunurk. Onoir kup tha ir tanir uk kun aso. Si ir sukut afifir noni. Wo oka wunir inatir nofun. Panir shakshir wo sir nikorpak.
Ha! You care too much for this whelp.
Ukir okir wo kup thithir sunurk. Uk ipipir sa ir tatasi.
What do you want?
It's time you and I had a talk, mortal. You've been paying too much attention to this girl's problems and the Guardian's advice. We need more realism here. You know I'm evil and want to kill everything. I know I'm evil and want to kill everything. Why quibble about details? You help me and I help you. And I want out. The girl is already dead. She's a walking corpse. She's nothing to anyone. What I want is the body. I need an anchor, and this little walking meat puppet can provide that. But Chaika gives me trouble. He's in my way. He's weak, but the girl sides with him. To take control, I need your help, and I'm willing to offer servitude for it. Ha! You say that now, but when the time comes, we'll see how much power tempts you. And if you continue to refuse...
Onoir kup tha ir tanir uk kun aso. Si ir sukut afifir noni. Wasoki parir no kasisa ir sonkot nawa patia yir ni uk.
Да, неплохо заливал он. Так, ладно. Что же, глаза закрываются, уже спать хочу, не могу. Сегодня недолго получилось. И завтра хоть выходной, поэтому подольше можно будет. Ладно, пойду спать. Спасибо, что смотрели. Всем пока.